All right, so strap yourselves in, folks.
Yeah.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a genuine horror classic.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Cujo, the 1983 film, based on Stephen King's chilling novel.
Absolutely.
Are you ready to uncover the layers of this terrifying tale?
I am. I'm so ready. And it's,
Yeah.
it's more than just your average rabid dog movie, right? Cujo really masterfully blends that classic horror with a really raw and intimate family drama
Oh, for sure.
that's like just as unsettling as the monster itself.
Yeah, that's a great point. And the film kicks off by introducing us to Donna Trenton,
Right.
a housewife grappling with a troubled marriage
Mm.
after her husband, Vic, discovers her affair.
Yeah, and that's where things start to get really interesting. The film doesn't shy away from portraying the complexities of their relationship at all. Donna and Vic's struggle with infidelity and broken trust adds like this whole other layer of tension to the film.
Yeah, it really does. It's like a horror movie within a horror movie, right?
Yes.
You've got this slow burn tension building with Donna and Vic, while this other terrifying situation is brewing in the background.
Exactly. And speaking of brewing terror, we're introduced to Brett Camber
Yes.
and his absolutely adorable Saint Bernard, Cujo.
Oh, yeah.
And their bond is so pure and genuine in the film,
Right.
which makes what happens to Cujo even more heartbreaking.
Oh, absolutely. You can really feel the love between them, especially in those early scenes where they're playing in the fields. It's like you almost forget you're watching a horror movie for a second.
Right, and that's what makes that fateful bat bite such a gut punch.
Yeah.
Cujo, this gentle giant, this lovable dog,
Yeah.
gets infected with rabies while he's out chasing a rabbit, and his world is turned upside down.
Yeah. The scene where he gets bitten is so well done. It's dark, claustrophobic, and the sound design is incredible. I felt like I was right there in that cave with him.
Oh, totally.
You can almost feel the dampness and hear the frantic flapping of the bat's wings.
It really sets the stage for the horrifying transformation that's about to take place.
Yeah.
And the film doesn't rush it either. We see Cujo slowly succumbing to the rabies, becoming disoriented, then increasingly agitated,
Right.
and finally, completely consumed by this uncontrollable rage.
Yeah, it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
Totally.
You know what's coming, but you can't look away.
And what's really effective is how the director, Louis Teague,
Yes.
uses like these subtle visual cues to foreshadow Cujo's change.
Yeah.
Like pay attention to Cujo's eyes, for instance.
Right.
As the rabies takes hold, they slowly lose their warmth and become like vacant and menacing.
Yeah, those little details make such a difference.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just a sudden monster reveal. It's this, like, gradual, unsettling descent into madness.
Right.
And when the violence finally erupts, it's shocking and brutal.
It is. You remember Gary, the unfortunate neighbor who stumbles upon Cujo in a frenzy?
Yes.
That attack scene really establishes just how dangerous Cujo has become
Right.
and how far gone he is from the playful dog that we met earlier.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not for the faint of heart.
No.
It doesn't stop there. Cujo then attacks and kills Joe Camber,
Oh, man.
who's trying to figure out what happened to Gary.
Right.
And this is where the true horror of the situation starts to sink in for the audience, and the tension really begins to ramp up.
Absolutely. Now imagine you're Donna.
Okay.
You're already dealing with a mountain of personal problems.
Right.
Then your car breaks down.
Yeah.
And you're stuck at the Camber farm.
Oh, talk about bad timing. Donna and Tad arrive just as Cujo is spiraling further into madness, and that broken-down Ford Pinto becomes their only refuge against this relentless four-legged terror.
I think what makes this situation so terrifying is the feeling of being trapped.
Right.
Donna and Tad are literally caged inside this old car with no escape, and Cujo is circling them like a shark, just waiting for any opportunity to strike.
The filmmakers really play with that claustrophobia. Those tight shots inside the car, the stifling heat, the constant threat of Cujo's snarling just outside the windows. It's enough to make anyone feel panicked.
And it's brilliant how the film uses sound to amplify that fear.
Yeah.
The silence is almost deafening.
Yeah.
Broken only by the ticking of the car engine and Cujo's heavy breathing, it really puts you right there with Donna and Tad feeling their fear and desperation.
You know, it's interesting how the heat plays such a big role in this part of the film.
It does. The sweltering summer heat intensifies the feeling of claustrophobia and desperation.
Yes.
Adding like a whole other layer of realism to the situation. It becomes this tangible force that bears down on Donna and Tad
Right.
just as much as Cujo does.
Now, while Donna and Tad are facing their own nightmare at the Camber farm,
Mm.
Vic is completely unaware of the danger his family is in.
Yeah, he's away on a business trip,
Right.
still grappling with the fallout of Donna's affair.
Yeah.
And when he returns home, he's greeted with more chaos.
The film cleverly cuts between Donna and Tad's ordeal and Vic's storyline,
Mm-hmm.
further building the suspense and tension.
Right.
And when Vic finds his house vandalized by Donna's former lover, Steve Kemp,
Oh, no.
his world is thrown into even more turmoil.
It's a classic case of mistaken identity. Vic immediately suspects Kemp is responsible for Donna and Tad's disappearance.
Yeah.
Leading to Kemp's arrest and a lot of wasted time for the police.
And while all of this is going on, the real threat,
Mm-hmm.
Cujo,
Right.
is becoming bolder and more relentless in his attacks on Donna and Tad.
Yeah.
The tension just keeps ratcheting up,
Mm.
and it leaves you wondering how they're possibly going to survive this ordeal.
It's rough.
But we'll have to wait until part 2 to find out.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back. You know, when we left off, Donna and Tad were trapped in that sweltering Pinto with Cujo lurking outside.
Yeah.
Talk about a desperate situation.
It really is. And the sheriff's arrival doesn't exactly bring the cavalry.
No.
In fact, it leads to another tragic death.
Right.
Cujo takes down the sheriff, adding another layer of hopelessness to the situation.
Yeah, it's a powerful reminder that even authority figures, you know, the people we typically rely on for protection,
Right.
are totally powerless against the sheer force of nature that Cujo represents.
Yeah.
It really reinforces the film's core message about the unpredictability of life and the raw power of primal instincts.
It's the turning point in the film, for sure.
Yeah,
Donna realizes that no one is coming to save them,
right.
that she's on her own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in this moment of despair that she finds a glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
That baseball bat leaning against the tree.
It's such a simple object,
Yeah.
yet it takes on this immense symbolic weight in this scene.
Right?
Like, it represents Donna's will to fight back,
Mm.
her refusal to succumb to fear.
And the way Dee Wallace portrays Donna's transformation is remarkable.
Oh, totally.
She goes from this terrified, helpless victim
Yeah.
to a fierce protector driven by the primal need to save her child.
Yeah. It's a testament to the film's exploration of motherhood
Yeah.
and the lengths a mother will go to protect her child.
Now, getting to that bat is no easy feat.
No.
Donna's injured, exhausted, and every time she tries to make a move,
Yeah.
Cujo's right there, ready to attack.
Yeah.
And then there's that ringing phone.
Oh, man, that ringing phone.
It's like,
It's such a simple thing.
yes,
But the way Teague uses it is brilliant.
right.
It creates this jarring contrast between the mundane world outside
Uh-huh.
and the nightmare unfolding inside the car.
And it's that distraction that Donna needs.
Oh, yeah.
While Cujo is focused on the ringing,
Right.
she seizes her chance and makes a desperate lunge for the bat.
It's a heart-stopping moment.
It is.
You know it's about to happen. This epic showdown between Donna and Cujo.
And it doesn't disappoint.
No.
The fight is brutal, visceral,
Oh, yeah.
and you can feel every ounce of Donna's desperation
Right.
as she swings that bat with everything she's got.
The way it's shot is incredibly effective, too. Those close-ups, the shaky camera work,
Right.
the sounds of their struggle. You're right there with Donna.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling every blow, every grunt, every moment of pain.
It's not a clean fight either.
No.
It's messy, chaotic, and the tension just keeps escalating
Totally.
until SNP, the bat breaks,
Oh.
leaving Donna with just a jagged handle.
Ugh, it's a gut-wrenching moment.
It is.
Just when you think she might have a chance,
Yeah.
her weapon is literally ripped away from her.
Right.
It's a stark reminder of how fragile her hope is.
But Cujo's victory is short-lived.
Yeah.
In a moment of almost poetic justice, he lunges at Donna,
Right.
impaling himself on the broken bat handle.
It's a gruesome, almost surreal moment.
It is.
You think it's over, that Donna has somehow won,
Yeah.
and for a brief moment you feel this overwhelming sense of relief.
Uh-huh.
But Cujo, like we've discussed,
Right.
is not a film that delivers easy answers.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Just when Donna thinks she's safe,
Yes.
just as she's dragging Tad toward the house,
Mm-hmm.
Cujo suddenly bursts through the window,
What?
resurrected from the dead,
Oh my God.
fueled by one last surge of rabid fury.
It's a classic horror movie jump scare,
Right.
but it's so much more than that.
Yeah.
It taps into our primal fear of the unkillable,
Uh-huh.
this unrelenting force that just won't die.
And this time, Donna doesn't hesitate.
No.
She grabs the sheriff's gun
Right.
and delivers the final blow,
Wow.
ending Cujo's reign of terror once and for all.
It's a cathartic moment,
It is.
but it's also incredibly sad.
Yeah.
You see the toll this fight has taken on Donna,
Right.
both physically and emotionally. She's covered in blood, exhausted, and the weight of what she's just done is it's etched on her face.
And then in the aftermath of this brutal battle, we have that bittersweet reunion between Donna, Tad, and Vic. It's a moment of relief, of gratitude, but also of profound sorrow for all that's been lost.
It's not a happy ending in the traditional sense. There's a lingering sense of unease, recognition that the trauma of this experience will stay with them forever.
Right.
The film leaves us with this haunting reminder that sometimes survival comes at a terrible cost.
And I think that's what makes Cujo such a powerful and enduring film.
I agree.
It's not just about a rabid dog. It's about our deepest fears, about the fragility of life, and the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome even the most terrifying of ordeals. It's wild, right? After that intense showdown with Cujo,
the
film doesn't just tie things up neatly. It leaves you with a lot to unpack.
Totally. The final scenes offer like this sense of relief, but they also really highlight the lasting impact of trauma. The reunion between Donna, Tad, and Vic, it's full of unspoken emotions.
It is.
You know, you can see the weight of their experience etched on their faces.
It's almost like the film is saying that, like surviving the monster is just the beginning. The real battle is dealing with those emotional and psychological scars that linger long after the physical wounds have healed.
Exactly. And that's what elevates Cujo beyond your typical monster movie. It explores the complexities of fear, of isolation, that breakdown of trust in a way that's both unsettling and thought-provoking.
We've talked about how the film uses the setting, this seemingly idyllic rural community, to create this sense of unease.
Totally. It's a place where darkness lurks beneath the surface. You know, it's a place where even the most familiar things can become terrifying.
And Cujo himself becomes a symbol of that hidden danger. He represents like the unpredictable nature of life, the way things can spiral out of control so quickly.
And the film plays with our expectations, too.
It does.
We're conditioned to see St. Bernards as these, you know, gentle giants. Loyal companions. But Cujo flips that on its head, showing us how quickly those perceptions can be shattered.
And that transformation is key to the film's effectiveness, I think.
It is. Cujo's descent into madness is gradual, almost heartbreaking. Which makes his eventual rampage all the more terrifying.
It really does.
It's a reminder that even the things we trust most can become our worst nightmares.
Now, beyond the horror, there's a real depth to the characters in this film. Especially Donna.
Absolutely.
We see her evolve from a woman struggling with her own personal demons to a fierce mother willing to do anything to protect her child.
It's her journey that's really the heart of the film.
It is.
She's flawed, she's relatable, and ultimately incredibly strong.
You can't help but root for her, even when she's making, you know, some questionable choices.
And Dee Wallace's performance is just, it's phenomenal.
It's amazing.
She captures Donna's fear, her desperation, and ultimately her unwavering courage with such raw intensity. It's a performance that sticks with you long after the credits roll.
Absolutely. And I think that's the mark of a truly great film. When the characters and their stories resonate with you long after you've seen it.
For sure.
So what's the takeaway from all of this?
Oh, man.
For me, Cujo is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, even when faced with unimaginable terror, there's a strength within us that we may not even know we possess.
It challenges us to confront our own fears, to examine the fragility of life, and to appreciate the power of human resilience.
Absolutely.
And maybe to be a little more cautious around unfamiliar dogs.
Maybe a little bit, Well, there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into Cujo.
A classic.
We hope you enjoyed this exploration of this classic horror film. That's more than just jump scares and rabid dogs.
So much more.
If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for
Yes.
more insightful deep dives into the world of film.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.